Hi everyone, Chris here, and today I have more of a question for everybody, and that is, as far as instructional design is concerned, where do you fall in the opinion of how much programming knowledge an instructional designer needs in order to be effective? And, I know some instructional designers, me included, come from a technical background, and, I certainly did a lot of time as an engineer, so I have had experience scripting and writing small programs and doing a lot of like custom SQL queries, application compatibility scripts. Those were always fun. And as I transitioned into education and into instructional design, I noticed I haven't been using those skills as much. And so for the typical instructional designer, how much do you really need? I'm starting to think that an instructional designer can get by with some HTML and some CSS and could probably learn anything else they needed as they're going. Because it feels sometimes that we put ourselves under a lot of pressure. I need a master's in education. I need a master's in computer graphics and animation. I need a master's in computer programming. And oh, yeah, I need to go for that MFA in digital art. There's only so much you can do and cram into an instructional design degree. And we all make our careers a little differently based on that stuff. But I do think that some basic HTML and some basic CSS is really helpful. Specifically, looking at this morning, I had a problem with a project that I was working on, and things just weren't looking right and weren't working right. And so many times we're finding ourselves using these really fantastic visual editors, and what you see is what you get. You want that bold, you highlight it, and you click the B, and it just works. But there are times when it just doesn't work. And having the ability to click on the upper corner at that little HTML, edit in HTML button, and then going back behind the scenes and sort of tweaking things there is actually really helpful. And I'm kind of curious where everybody else sort of feels on this kind of question. Is HTML and CSS even necessary for an instructional designer? Or do instructional designers need to have a little bit more than that? Anyway, I would love to hear your thoughts. So share. And yeah, so my thought is HTML and CSS at the very, very basic level is probably a good minimum. But then the question is, if you're just designing a master's program, what do you pull out so that you can put that in? Or is this the kind of stuff we're all just supposed to, spend a casual Saturday afternoon mucking around and continuing our education? So that's my thought. It's my question, and I will talk with you soon.